Hello, hello, Jamaal Rashad here, coming to you today from Frederick, Maryland. Today, episode number 47 of the ValorLives Interview Series. Why do I do what I do? Number one, because there's successful people who deserve to have their stories told. Number two, because there's people who need to hear successful stories so they can be inspired. And number three, to let you know you can go out there with a camera phone and a selfie stick and impact your community. So, just like always, no interviews over 10 minutes long, no one take, raw and uncut. And today I am with a raging bitch. I mean, not her, right here. So we're at Flying Dog Brewery right here in Frederick, Maryland. I am with Heather Ault, the Director of National Accounts and Export. Export. Excuse
Exporting
me.
beer to other countries.
Yeah. So export. So Heather, say hello.
Hi.
All right. So Heather has been in Frederick her whole life, all 21 years of it.
Definitely
And
21.
she is a TJ grad, and I am a Frederick grad, so we will save the fighting for off camera. Okay, so also you may have seen Heather on the Brew Bits on the Garage Radio Network, right?
Garage Bar Radio Network.
Garage Bar Radio Network with Daniel Farrar and all those crazy people over there at Soldier Fit. You guys know all those people. So, Heather, why do you do what you do?
Well, number one thing, to give my family a good life. Obviously, I work hard so that they can, my daughter's 12,
Okay.
and my husband Michael, he works too, but we, try to make enough money that we can go do the things that we want to do and give Riley the life she wants to have, play the sports that she wants to play, and go the places she wants to go.
Okay.
So that's probably almost everyone's why.
Right.
But also with Flying Dog, I feel like we've put Frederick on the map a little bit, especially on the platform that I have. I get to go put us into national accounts, Target, Walmart, places like that are all over the country that are now able to receive Flying Dog, and they look at that label and it says Frederick, Maryland, and I think that's the coolest thing. Same with export. When somebody sends me a picture from Italy of a bottle of Snake Dog, it's like, hey, I'm on the beach in Italy and look what I picked up at the local store. I just think that that's the most amazing thing. It's just a great feeling.
Okay. So I was looking for Snake Dog, but all I could find is...
Oh, Raging Bitch too, but Snake Dog is our IPA. It's right here.
There you go. So you guys know me for my professionalism, so that's why I keep on saying Raging Bitch, because it's kind of cool. So who comes up with this name?
That one has a good story. When we were naming it, it's a Belgian IPA, and it's made with a raging yeast. It ferments very quickly. And we had to come up with a name, and we were throwing names around, and I guess we were down to about 3 to 5 names, and Raging Bitch was still on the docket just because of the raging yeast. And a lot of the guys were saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't go there. Now, this is 5 years ago.
Okay.
Hey, maybe we shouldn't go there, or that could be super disrespectful to some people, and maybe we'd be alienating people by putting that name on the bottle. And I just immediately got upset. I said, who are we? Like, do you know where you work? This is Flying Dog. Let's, it's still a dog reference. It's not calling someone specifically a raging bitch.
Right,
if somebody can't deal with that and doesn't think it's funny, then maybe that's not the beer for them. And I said, I'll be forever disappointed if we don't use this name.
Nice.
And that's the one that ended up getting picked by marketing. So we've had Raging Bitch, I guess, this will be the 6th year going into 2017. We just did Tropical Bitch here, was our 5th anniversary of Bitch, or 25th anniversary beer for the brewery also.
Right. So,
yeah.
Looks like there's a lot of bitches here.
Yeah.
I crack myself up.
Beer.
This will probably be the last episode before I'm canceled, right? So, what has been the proudest moment of your career?
Proudest moment?
And lean in a little bit.
Probably.
There you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
Hi, Jamaal. Probably my last promotion to be able to represent us worldwide.
Okay.
Now, when I say worldwide, we're in the U.S., Europe, and Asia at this point, but certainly looking to grow. We've been able to add capacity here in this building, but we're also going to open another brewery here in the next couple of years that will be 5 times the size of this. So being able to move up and get us into these nationwide accounts and work with our export distributors, I'm super proud of that. I've worked really hard to get there.
So you said Asia. So have you been to Asia yet, representing Flying
I'm
Dog?
not. So we just started with China, Korea, and Thailand in the last 6-8 months. I'm going in May
To
China.
Nice.
They have a craft beer. So we have a craft brewers conference here in the U.S. that's put on by our Brewers Association. There's a U.S. Brewers Association. So apparently, I didn't know this until I started dealing with these guys, that they have one in China as well. And it's in Shanghai.
Okay.
And I'll be going over there for that.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So how do you create team culture? Because you guys have over 100 employees.
Correct.
So how do you create team culture where everybody's hugging and kumbaya and not killing each other?
I wouldn't say the hugging and kumbaya is exactly on point.
Okay.
But we do get along really well. I think our creative culture definitely feeds into that because we're always collaborating and trying to bounce ideas off of each other. And you constantly see someone at a whiteboard with 4 or 5 other people just throwing ideas down. Also, our office concept, we ripped all the walls out of the big office.
Okay.
Everybody's sitting together. Our CMO and our VP of sales and myself and the whole accounting department. Everybody's sitting there together, other than HR. HR has to stay private, of course.
Right.
But we're all sitting together, so we're in constant communication, always collaborating and working hard together.
All right, cool. So look into the camera. You see your show. There you go. We got to see that sleeve. We got to see that half sleeve. So make sure you stay on this side.
Okay.
All right. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I will still be here working for Flying Dog.
Okay.
Hopefully, I've grown my department by a few more representatives, and we've taken over a lot more of the world with Flying Dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking over the world, one beer at a time. So, do you have a morning routine, something you do every morning to get your day started successfully?
Oh, wow. Yeah, so I get up in the morning. I have a dog that always needs to be walked. He's a border collie, and by walked, I mean I just open the door and let him be a tornado outside while I walk around the woods with him and make sure, everything is good for the day before he has to go back inside. And we have goats, feed and water them, make sure everything's cool with them. Yeah, we have 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Amy, Tina, and Gilbert. They're pretty awesome. And the border collie, that's Reagan. He's a cutie.
Okay.
And we have 4 cats too. So we're out there. We have a little piece of land that they can all run around and have a great time. Yeah, we're back in the woods.
The smell would be.
Yeah, we're not even close to the road. So, so just taking care of them and my 12-year-old daughter. She's 12. You just get her up and she moves along. But other than taking care of them, I just drink my coffee, check my emails, get my day in order. I already have my Outlook memorized by the time I leave the house in the morning, making sure I don't miss any meetings.
All right. And you get random interview requests from strangers?
Yeah, I was like, Jamaal, I don't know.
All right. So, what book are you currently reading, or audiobook, or podcast do you listen to on a regular basis?
Right now, I've been doing a lot of traveling the last couple weeks, and we have a library here in the hallway. I don't know if you saw that when we walked by earlier.
Like take one, leave one type of deal?
It's just sign it out, and if you want to just add, a lot of my books just from home are just in there, so other people can read them, and I'm here, and I can get them anytime I want to. You just sign them out so people know that, like, hey, if I'm looking for it and somebody else is reading it, they just look at the list on the wall. It's like, oh, Heather has it.
Gotcha.
But I'm reading The Economics of Beer by Johann Swinnen.
Okay.
It's just mostly about how to be profitable, just the way to buy raw materials and how there's a lot of contracts going on now with hops and barley and stuff to make sure you can get a hold of the right stuff, and taxes and just the history of taxes and different laws that were put into place.
All right. So, because I talk so much, we are running out of time. So, last question, dream place to visit?
So I've been to Europe, but I have not been to Italy, and I have not been to Greece. And I am semi-obsessed with Greek mythology, Greek gods and goddesses, just the concept behind them and how they were like built as characters in history. Like, I don't know. And I'd love to see the Parthenon and just the history of that. And Italy, the beaches just look beautiful, and I know that that's a wine place, but there is craft beer there, and I think I would do great.
All right. So, You guys know I don't like to go over 10 minutes long. So ValorLives Interview Series, episode number 47. Heather Ault. Go to my website, ValorLives.com. You can also find her on Facebook and YouTube and all that website. All her information will be in the show notes. So go out there, show some valor. Show some valor. Bye.